Real quick, before you scroll past this, I need you to sit with this question for just a second. What if the reason you struggling so hard right now ain't because you're not putting in the work, but because you've been trying to live out somebody else's life? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share with you might just be the thing that finally sets you free. Hebrews 10:7 says, and I love this, "Lo, I come in the volume of the book it is written of me, to do thy will, O God." That right there, that's Jesus himself saying, I showed up to live out the script that was written for me. And if the Son of God understood that he had a specific script to follow, beloved, what makes us think we can just pick up somebody else's and run with it? Consider this. Imagine you's an actor. You've been cast in a major film. The director hands you your script, your scenes, your lines, your arc. But halfway through rehearsal, you peek at your co-star's script and think, man, their scenes look easier. Their story looks more exciting. Let me just do theirs instead. You switch scripts mid-production. Now, what do you think happens? Chaos, because you weren't cast for that role. And everything that comes with that role, the coaching, the wardrobe, the character prep, none of them was allocated to you. But that's exactly what so many of us are doing with our lives, and we don't even realize it. Be honest. How many times have you looked at somebody else's life and felt that sting? You know the one. Your homie graduated, landed a job 4 months ago, and is already an executive manager. Meanwhile, you've been grinding at the same company for 2 years and haven't seen a single promotion. Or maybe your friend just got married, bought a house. Seems like everything's just falling into place. And you sitting there like, Lord, did you forget about me? I hear you. That feeling is real. But let me tell you something equally real. God didn't write you a bad script. He doesn't play favorites. He's not out here blessing some people and ignoring others. What's happening is simpler and deeper than that. Everybody's story don't run on the same timeline. Everyone's path has its own valleys, its own setbacks, its own seasons of waiting. And those seasons ain't punishments. They're preparation. It gets better though. 2 Timothy 1:9 tells us that God has saved us and called us with a holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Christ Jesus before the world began. Purpose and grace. Don't rush past those two words right there. Purpose, that's your destiny, what you were specifically created to do, to build, to accomplish, to become. And grace, that's every spiritual resource, every gift, every empowerment you'll ever need to actually walk out that destiny. God doesn't just hand you an assignment and leave you hanging. No, he budgets for it. He allocates everything necessary for the role he's called you to play. Just think about that for a moment. The God of the whole universe has a budget just for you. But here's the thing about budgets, and anybody who's ever ran a business or managed a production knows this. Budgets are project specific. A studio doesn't fund one film's production with resources earmarked for another. The money, the crew, the equipment, it's all tied to a specific project. In the same way, the grace God gives you is tied directly to your purpose. It's tailor-made for your script. So what happens when you abandon your script and try to live out somebody else's? There's no grace for that, no resources, no divine backing. The script exists, all right, the role is real, but it wasn't written for you, so there's no provision for you in it. You ever seen an actor show up to set without their character package? No wardrobe, no direction, no brief, nothing? Think about a farmer with no tools, no seeds, no plow, no land, or a warrior on the battlefield with absolutely no weapons. That's what it looks like spiritually when you try to operate in a calling that isn't yours. You out there grinding and hustling and wondering why nothing's working out, but little did you know the grace ain't there. It was never there for that. And listen, every script got its hard scenes. Every life has its trials, its low seasons, its moments where you feel like you can't go on. That's not unique to your story. But when you're in your lane, when you're walking in your God-given purpose, you have something to carry you through those hard scenes. You have grace. You have provision. You have a God who already budgeted for every obstacle you're going to face. But when you switch lanes, you lose all of that. And now you're not just dealing with the original challenges of that new path. You're also doing it empty-handed. That's why so many people are exhausted these days, not because life is too hard, but because they've been trying to live somebody else's life with none of the resources that come with it. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't measure your worth by someone else's highlight reel. You can't judge a lion by its ability to climb a tree, and you sure can't judge an eagle by whether it can swim or not. That eagle was built to soar, and beloved, so were you. Your friends who are thriving, celebrate them, root for them. Their success is not your failure. They're just living out their script, and it's running on schedule. Are you living out yours? Because your script is great too. It might look different, it might move at a different pace, but it was written with just as much intentionality, just as much love, and just as many resources to back it up if you'd only step back into it. Lo, I come in the volume of the book it was written of me to do thy will, O God. That's the declaration. That's the posture. Jesus followed it, and we got to do so too. I showed up to live the life that was written for me. If this hit home, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Share it with your homies as well. Till next time, fam, God bless you.